Hey, welcome back to more PvZ. Last time finished out World 3, still on World 4.
Thank you. I feel welcome.
I think we should skip ahead to World 6.
Okay. Pog. Oh yeah, you talked about that. Right, so it's nighttime and it's water.
Man.
Yep. And
So
we
I
have a
assume.
Jack-in-the-Box zombie, which I don't remember what it does.
Let me
I
have a
know
look
what
in the
it
shop
does.
quick. Oh, I've got enough for this if I want. I've also got enough for 8 slots, which could be nice.
That's probably I'd hit the gas on 8 slots.
Yeah.
Picking more plants is incredibly important.
All right. And it's 20,000 for 9 slots. I don't know if I'm getting there before beating the game.
No, probably not.
All right. Cool. So first off, we need our sun provider. I'm gonna go with sun shrooms because it's nighttime. I see we've got a new type, which is an aquatic zero thing. That seems perfect. Might want to include the regular one for the ground as well.
These are all
Yeah,
good
maybe.
choices.
I'm noticing the only swimming zombie is the one with the duck floaty, so you don't have any, like, super fast ones to worry about.
Okay. I really like the spikeweed. I've been convinced to.
Yeah,
I'm a
spikeweed's
patron
really
of the Church of the Spikeweed.
Yeah.
Pair nicely with tall nuts. I like this panic button for the sea.
An early game staller is always a good option too.
What do you mean?
Like potato miner squash.
Right.
Well, I guess you don't really need it so much on nighttime levels. Never mind.
What's different about nighttime levels?
You have access to the free puff shroom.
Okay. True, yeah, you can just kind of throw that.
I guess I don't really need Tangled Kelp then.
Probably not.
I don't remember what a lot of these mushrooms do. This one's not necessary for now.
I mean, that one might be good for Jack-in-the-Box. I don't remember what he does. So, we'll find out.
I
can
could
tell you if you like.
No, I'll I'll take Cherry Bomb as my panic button. And I should probably have like some kind of regular thing, so we'll go with
If you do 3 Peters, you could avoid needing lily pads to get more water coverage. Or you could just do lily pads plus something else.
that's true. I kind of wanted to do I want to do the Snow Pea because I think that pairs well with Spikeweed.
I'll point out that this is the first level of the world. It will be a shorter level. You will not have a lot of sun economy here. Bigger, more expensive plants are not gonna. You're not gonna have the time.
Okay. So I'll just go with Lily Pad so I can put a Snow Pea on it if I want. So the water is protected by the sea shrooms and then Snow Peas if I need to slow stuff down.
To be clear, you haven't seen the gimmick for this world yet, right?
I figured it was just combining the gimmicks of the last two. I thought it was just there is a water thing and it's nighttime.
All right.
Okay. There's more to it. I will be interested to see that.
Is.
Okay, gotcha. Well, fuck. I'm restarting.
Why?
I didn't want to put it that far back. Oh, don't tell me I have to refill my slots again.
You do.
Motherfuck.
No.
It was... Spikeweed, Tall Nut.
Tall Nut.
And my Cherry Bomb was my panic button, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Only thing I'll say is don't put the aquatic mushroom things all the way in the back, because you'll want to... They're close range, so you'll want to put the lily pads plus the ice shrooms over there. Well, okay.
I can
Thankfully,
kinda
that
see
one
it.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that is exclusive to the top row.
It is. You normally can't really see them. You can kind of sometimes see them a little bit poking through the holes in the clouds, but mostly you just kind of can't see. I like the idea that this tiny-ass little pool generated all this fog.
Yes.
Yeah. Ah, I could have put it there. Oh well. Okay. Well, I can tell that something's there because it's being shot at. It's good that
Yeah.
my plants can tell.
Yeah.
Bottom row.
What?
Just saying, put a mushroom there.
Okay. No. Sun economy.
Yeah, I had totally forgotten about the fog.
It probably makes this... I feel like this is the most challenging world, pretty much because of it.
Damn, okay.
Although the fifth world has a gimmick that is similarly challenging, but it's, you know, not as bad, I guess.
What's up?
We'll probably want another puff shroom at the bottom.
Okay.
I don't think 2 is enough for a cone, but 3 should be.
Yeah, my priority is going to be get sun economy ASAP.
Yep.
So I'm a little bit scared. Oof. You can eat that, that's fine. I need to stall you.
Oh, okay, I hear bullshit happening.
Oh god.
Yeah, there he is. See if we get to see what he does.
I'm scared. Oh!
Oh,
Okay. Not really sure what to do about that.
yeah. Kill it quick.
That's it? Okay.
For now.
What triggered the
There is a
explosion?
plant.
I figured it was just when he got to a plant.
It's random, but I think it's when he gets to a plant, he'll stand there, and then like after a random amount of time, it'll explode.
I see. Okay.
Oh, traffic cone in the water? That's annoying.
Nothing
Oh,
for
yeah,
it.
Yeah, any regular zombie can appear in the pool as long as, like, if the beginning of the level shows any zombie with a floaty, then any regular zombie can show up,
I see.
which includes coneheads.
Okay.
If bucket heads are in a level, they can also show up that way.
I want to put these snow peas down ASAP, I guess.
Yeah, probably. And do another water mushroom.
Yes.
Sage.
I'm worried that I'm gonna have to concentrate too much to be able to talk about the thing I wanted to talk about.
Right.
Probably.
Oh fuck.
Which is a shame, because the thing in question is very stupid.
It's so good. Oh, that was it? Okay. I feel like I didn't even really get a
First
chance to
level.
get started.
No, not really. Very quick level.
So is the fog always on the right side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
It's always in
that's an
exactly
easy
the same
include.
spot. Probably the freebie purple shroom.
Mm-hmm.
And
I still like this combo. I'd like to keep using it.
Again, I will mention that on these levels, like this is probably the most economically taxing world because it's nighttime, so there's no naturally spawning sun. You
Right.
have to use sun shrooms, which don't produce a full 25 to start. And you have the pool, which means that planting things in the pool costs 25 more than normal.
Right.
So most of these levels, you want to stay away from expensive plants. You just won't have the time or economy to deal with them.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is
Most of
kind of
them.
my upper limit, is the Snow Pea. I think it's probably worth the 175, but I don't want to... There's not that many that's even more expensive than that anyway, but yeah, certainly I don't want any more of them.
I'm gonna still suggest the Hypno Shroom for the football and maybe the Jack-in-the-Box.
Yeah. Question is, what do I put in? I really do like the Tallnut Spikeweed. It's just, it takes too long to get going.
I will think you do not have the time to get the tall nuts out and the snow peas out. But I'm saying not both. You know, I'm saying pick one.
Okay.
So you
What's
could
the
keep
range
snow
on
peas
this? Could I put
conceivably.
this behind?
It's a consumable.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They have to eat it. I think you could still do the regular walnut. It's just, you know, the more expensive one, maybe not.
Right.
Okay.
Could do that. I will also mention the regular the fume shroom, the 75 sun purple mushroom. That thing I think does the same damage as a pea shooter, but it hits like, you know, 4
A row.
tiles in front of it, and it hits everything in that area.
That's true. It's
actually
very
really fucking
economical.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps...
So it's worth considering.
Perhaps I actually do this instead of Spikeweed, and then... What even does this one do? I don't know.
This one, it's a pea shooter that's very cheap, but if a zombie gets anywhere near it, it stops functioning.
No, I don't really want that. I still like... I think I still want regular walnuts, and then that way they're kind of stuck there while this thing is... It's kind of like the same as the Spikeweed strategy, but...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm reasonably happy with this. Okay.
I don't remember the exact function of this lantern, so I guess we'll see how it works.
It removes fog in an area around it. That area is limited to maybe 3x4. 2 of them placed properly is enough to get rid of all the fog.
Will the zombies ignore them, or do they get eaten?
No, they will destroy them. So protecting the planterns is, you know, a concern.
Second mushroom on the
It's
bottom,
fortunate that
probably.
they're so cheap.
Right, I see the issue.
That was unfortunate timing.
Yeah.
I will mention you can get it. You can safely put it 1 square further back than you did.
Okay.
You might even be able to put it 2 further back than you did and still have it be good enough.
Okay.
So, like, basically, like, right where you just put that puff shroom, that might be a good spot for a plantern, maybe. Give that a shot.
Let's try a next opportunity.
Yeah, put one on the bottom.
Yeah,
Oh,
for fuck's sake! This game's trolling me.
Yeah, that was shit.
There was nothing I could do about that.
Sun economy early on.
Nah, that was just bad luck.
I will also mention, you don't need to get planterns out right away. They're kind of like a mid-game thing, because because of these puff shrooms, you can always tell where zombies are. The planterns aren't needed early on.
Alright. Okay, I'll hold on to it then. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to tell the story I wanted to talk about here. Which is the other day, I went for a drink with my friend Charlie and a schoolmate of ours that I'm not super, like, I don't talk to him very often, but we get along. Basically I'm just very antisocial. In fact, I don't even spend that much time with Charlie, despite living a 5-minute walk from him. I'm just very loath to get out of my house for some reason.
You can do a sage room.
Yes, thank you. But so we go out, and I don't know how it gets to this, but pretty much as soon as this other guy shows up, the topic of conversation moves on to talking about he has a hobby of reading really bad Chinese manhwa, in a particular genre that is apparently very popular in China at the moment, known as, I believe, wushu or shansha, or I think it's like, there's like subgenres and stuff like that. And this kind of sent me down a bit of a rabbit hole afterwards, but even just based on the stuff he was telling me, it sounded fucking hilarious. I have so much fucking sun. Hang on. I need to be making use of this, like, ASAP.
I guess you can start replacing the front row mushrooms with walnuts and then start putting in the big fat mushrooms.
The front row mushrooms, like, here? Because I wanted to put...
You can probably put down plantains at this time, put a walnut in front of them to protect them,
Yeah.
put better offensive behind them, that sort of thing.
Right. This is what I wanted to do, something like this. And I'll wait for another walnut to be available before I start doing other stuff.
Okay.
Let's replace this with a fume shroom. Let's put another one of you down here. You've got a pretty quick recharge time, that's very nice.
Walnut
Okay.
and lantern already.
Yes.
Oh boy.
That's not where I meant to put that. Oh shit.
It's still things
Get
that
hypnoed,
are
idiot.
just not quite as well.
This will be good enough for now.
Row 2 is, yeah.
Okay. God, I have way too much sun. I don't need this much sun.
Bottom row actually could have used that next time you get one.
I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I'm seeing that now. Okay.
Okay, I think this is
We're probably
looking
good.
stable for the moment.
Yeah.
So if you wanna...
So,
For now, when a football zombie shows up for a Jack-in-the-Box, we'll have a problem.
this genre in English
Fine.
is known as Cultivation, is the best translation for it, apparently. Though that doesn't... It's kind of a strange term. You'll be like, what the hell is that? It is a genre of, you know, I hesitate to call it, like, you know, action, but in theory, you might start to think that, but it's about people known as cultivators who cultivate their spirit through various different means to become stronger. Again, all of this information I'm getting just directly from the horse's mouth from some guy who apparently has been reading them for the past 8 years, despite them being very bad, apparently.
And he says they're bad, right? Like,
Yeah.
he reads them because they're stupid. And...
Yes, basically, yes. He tells me that there's so many of them and they're all the fucking same. Thank you. There are so many of them and they're all the fucking same, apparently. Such that, you know, you've read one, you've read them all, basically. Sometimes a new one, I asked him, like, you know, do any of them ever have, like, a gimmick? He's like, yeah, but they always turn into, like, a trend. Like, one will do it, and then all the others will start copying, and then it just becomes part of the
they're
genre.
refreshing levels.
I guess so.
Kind of.
Oh god. Is he on the top row? Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting so much sun, dude. I'm probably just good. But, like...
Yeah, just keep an eye on stuff, and...
Yeah. So, the
you can put walnuts on lily pads in the pool.
Good point. So as he tells me, the main character always starts out trash. You know, they're really weak. They have this really weak, pathetic spirit and no potential. And people will always, you know, notice them for this. And, you know, their peers around them are always people who are way stronger, who are basically, you know, just bully them all the time, and beat them up and stuff. And
which apparently they're in the right to do.
yeah, again, according to my friend here, this is just treated as, you know, this is the natural the way of the world, and this is what it should be, because eventually these characters do get stronger, and then they'll become exactly the same type of... Oh, fuck. Exactly the same type of, like, douchebag, you know, jerk ass that, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Yep.
Fun times.
Now I get my fucking hypnoshroom back.
Yeah, once things start escalating here, I don't know how well it's gonna... Gosh. Throw
My
down
God.
hypnoshroom on the bottom, I guess. I think he's the only problem. I like how it just vanished.
Cactus, eh? Spikes that can pop balloons. Gee, I wonder if we're getting a balloon zombie.
Well,
Oh, hey,
there
look, a
is.
balloon zombie.
Spin my buzzer.
I suppose those are immune to spikeweed. I'm not sure what
Better
else.
believe it.
I'm not sure what else.
Unless their balloon gets popped.
Right. That's it's kind of pricey, but I am dedicated to trying to use the new stuff at all times.
At this stage, I don't think there is any other way to deal with a balloon zombie, and they will just float over everything.
Oh, they float over everything. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll think of
The
everything,
only way to
don't you?
the only other way to kill them would be with instants, so you basically need cacti right now.
That's kind of annoying, but all right.
They have full field range, right? So you could put them in the very back just to deal with the balloons as soon as they become a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm thinking something like this. Does this
They're
look
like
good?
pea shooters. Seems fine to me.
Sure. And so you know these characters will start out very, very weak, not able to do much, and they'll cultivate their spirit to become stronger. And you might think this might be done through like martial arts training or something. And like sometimes there's a bit of that, but apparently there's kind of a separation made between training of the body and training of the spirit. So martial arts stuff is not actually as big a part of it as you might think. And so, instead, you know, they'll start out very weak with no potential, and they'll basically just start cheating. And this is presented as, like, you know, what you should be doing. Like, if you train really hard, work hard, study, you know, train with a master to follow the old techniques that have been tried and tested, you're a fucking loser.
More mushrooms.
Yes. If you do all of that shit, you're a fucking loser. And you're supposed to cheat. And so this will usually involve, they'll, like, find a magical item, or, like... Or they'll find some kind of medicine, or, like... Or they'll eat somebody's soul. That's, like... That was one of the first things that was mentioned to me. It's like, yeah, you know, they just eat each other's souls all the time. It's just a normal practice in these stories. And,
What are you doing about the bottom?
I'll put stuff there in a minute.
I think it may be a little too late on that one.
Oof.
Oh, too late now, but try to save the back column for the cactus.
Yes.
At least for the
It
bottom
doesn't
row.
need to go there specifically.
Still, it would be more devastating to lose it, so... Oh, fuck. We'll just have to hope this holds for long enough.
That cool
I mean-
mod.
Yeah.
Well.
Lily pad plus walnut on swimming. Oh, shit.
That's not really gonna
That's why you
help.
just gotta let the... I know. Well, I wasn't saying to put it in the very back. It's just, now it's too late. I guess, yeah, that'll just stall out that row, and then the pool cleaner will get it.
I didn't want to have to rely on the pool cleaner already. I guess this is a one...
I mean,
Wave
it's
thing,
too
but-
late. Yeah.
Dude.
There it goes. I mean, don't worry about it. The pool cleaner is gonna kill it.
Yeah, but there might be more that come that way in the wave.
Okay. As soon as the walnut comes back, you can do another lantern, and then I guess start trying to put down cactus.
Oh my god. Cactus, cactus, cactus.
So row 4 is an extreme problem.
Yes. Just delaying a bit.
Put another fume shroom in the back, and then get ready to put a walnut on the current one when it gets eaten. Quick. Okay.
Okay, that guy's good.
I think that's it.
That was the whole wave? Okay. So, let's see what this does. Some kind of clover. It looks aquatic, even though... Blover watch. I would buy that one, actually. Okay, so this is kind of a replacement for both the cactus and the...
Lantern. Yeah, it's a single
for now.
use.
Oh! Does it blow away the fog
it's
only
kind of-
temporarily?
Yeah. Balloon zombies blown away by this are gone forever, although more balloon zombies can show up. The fog goes away for a fixed amount of time. So you kind of pick, do you want to have like the permanent solution in the form of 2 plants that are more expensive, or do you want to have the solution that you use repeatedly, but it doesn't take up a slot on the lawn and it only takes up 1 seed slot?
Oh, I mean, I'm trying it, at least. These are very, very good. Lily pads I want.
Probably
Still
some
think I want a
fog
walnut.
would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. An instant maybe to have a panic button of some kind.
So let's see. You've got.
Oh, there's a dolphin zombie. I'm just noticing.
Oh
Oof.
god.
That's fine.
Is
The thing
it?
about dolphin zombies is you
Well-
can just put a lily pad in front of them and their whole gimmick goes away.
Okay.
I thought the dolphin jumped over those.
Well, it does, and that consumes the dolphin.
Oh, okay.
I thought we had to use a
They
walnut.
don't just jump over everything forever.
So will I need to
Not
do,
until
like,
later.
lily pad, water, and then lily pad with walnut? Or should I do, is lily pad,
What
and
I'm
then lily
saying
pad
is-
with walnut good enough?
Well, you can do 2 lily pads with walnuts as well if you wanted to insulate against them. But what I'm saying is, like, for dolphin rider zombies, if one shows up and you just need a panic button to deal with it, you can just put a lily pad directly in front of it, and then it'll just become a normal zombie, right?
Okay.
So, as far as a long-term solution, it's probably 2 rows of walnuts, but
Okay.
Sorry that it's impossible to tell this fucking story because
Yeah.
I promise this shit does get funny. It
Yeah.
just kind of takes some setup.
yeah, I don't think I had a feeling this was gonna happen. We'd have to specifically do it between a level or something.
I just don't have anything else we're recording that would be, like, a good time to do it. Because we were doing more Savage stuff the other day, but there was just no chance to talk about it, because it was just
Yeah.
constant, like, trying to adjust to the situation. I see a guy up there.
Yeah, which is also this game.
So I'm trying to think.
Okay.
You know, you've established the cheating. There's a certain type of the cheating that I know that you thought was really funny, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted to get into that.
I
one yet.
want to save that.
I don't remember. Like, I'm trying to remember the way that you explained it to me. But you said that these things go on for like
For hundreds of chapters,
yeah,
with nothing
hundreds of
happening.
chapters, and it'll be like it's produced at a rate of like
So here's how one.
2 per
Sea shrimp.
week.
Well, some of these people,
Like-
Sea Shroom, thank you. Some of the authors are really quick with it, and they'll do like 2 chapters a week somehow. But
like fully illustrated and colored.
yeah. and they're all the fucking same, and they all have, So here's how the story goes. Protagonist is weak and pathetic. That's a good place to put that. And they find some kind of cheat to suddenly become very strong, and they're continuously getting stronger, and they meet a series of more and more villains who will always inevitably show up and be super cocky and be like, oh, I can push you around and do what I want because you're way weaker than me.
On bottom. Well, the small one.
Because you're way weaker than me, and then the main character's like, oh, I can't beat this guy. I've got to go cultivate my spirit some more. And then they do, and they come back, and they don't even fight. This is so good. Is like no fighting actually happens. The villain will just come back, and now the guy's stronger. And he's like, oh, I can sense you're stronger, and he'll just run away and just like die off screen.
Yeah, the way that this sounded to me is it's the DBZ shit where it's like there's constantly stronger and stronger threats, but like, that show is known for having the fight scenes that drag on for like 40 episodes. This doesn't even have that. It's just, all right, we've reached a new tier. All right, cool. Time to get stronger again.
Yeah, and the power scaling makes no sense and is not given any kind of like rules. So one of the first things he told me was, he was like, they'll be like, I can sense that you are Jade Emperor Dragon level 40. That's the lowest level.
Might want to do, walnut lily pads set up, just in case.
In the front of these? Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of ruined the punchline there, but yeah, they'll be like, you're Jade Emperor Dragon level 40. That's the lowest level. And it's like, what do you mean? How is that the lowest? What are you talking about? Okay. I don't want that there, but whatever.
Can do another stage room.
Yes, I think I need to hunker down and start, Okay,
you wanna just cherry bomb that guy?
Honestly, yeah. I've got lots of sun to spend here. So. You. So, then it's like, oh, I went and trained for a bit, and now I've leveled up to Golden Heavenly Celestial Emperor level 60. That's the, that's 5 levels higher, but there's no explanation for what the fuck any of this is.
There's no context.
There's no context for it. You don't know what this means.
And then you said it does the MMO thing where like, you become like the strongest person in the area, and then move on to the new area, and you're just the weakest person there.
Yes, sorry.
It's like,
I'm panicking.
Yeah. You're good. Just,
Walnut ASAP.
Yeah.
Walnut, dude. Okay. Fucking put 2 there. Blow this shit away. Don't know why I did that, but I just needed it somewhere.
That's fine.
So just put that there to slow you down a little. That needs one of these, so there you go. Walnut. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I want to throw these down whenever I can, because they have a fast recharge, but it's not instant, so...
Right. Clover.
Okay, so some of the trends that come up are like, eating people's souls. They do alchemy in their stomachs for some reason. Like, instead of mixing stuff in a pot, it'll just be if you eat this combination of ingredients, they will mix in your stomach and then magically increase your cultivation level. There's always sects, and this shit was good, is, the sects are always, you know, they're always at the top of a really tall mountain, and to get into the school, you have to get to the top of the mountain. But all the people that are doing this will treat it like a race, and everybody that tries to rush up there will just fucking die before they reach the top. Ooh.
Lily pad.
They'll all just fucking die before they reach the top, and so it's like, good job. And it turns out, you know, you're not actually supposed to do that. What you're supposed to do, obviously, is,
Is it cheat?
well, no, you were just supposed to, like, take it slow and steady, and eventually, if you have potential, one of the teachers will be like, yes, you know, we will personally invite you to come to the academy. But if you try to get in, they don't actually want you. You become, like, a second-tier student that all you end up doing is being forced to do a bunch of manual labor, and you never actually get to train properly. So, you know, the main character always gets in just because some teacher notices their potential. And, again, according to this, without fail, every single time, the sect is always staffed entirely by, like, all the teachers are complete assholes that don't want the students to get stronger, because then they're like, oh, they might become even stronger than me, and I don't want that. And so half the time, it's just, like, this evil scheme to actually just, like, harvest their spirit for the teacher's cultivation. Except, the headmaster is always apparently, like, a super nice guy, but then dies really early on.
Might want to replace the walnut in row 2. Since the recharges. Okay, that's fine. Oh shit. He's probably dead. It's okay.
So I think we're good.
Taco.
What do you mean taco?
Taco.
That's not a plant.
Would go good with hot sauce.
Okay.
Good shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the best fucking plant in the game.
Oh, yup, there it is.
Now let's see. So we've got plant these on your fume shrooms, turn them into gloom shrooms. Gloom shrooms do rapid attacks in a small area. This is plumbing. Your leap has them into cattails. Cattails can attack any lane and take down balloon zombies. What? I'm not sure I understand. So they stop being lily pads fixed in place and they just start being free agents that roam around and attack everything?
Well, no, the plant stays where you planted it, but the objects that they fire can go anywhere on the screen. However, that is not the plant I'm talking about.
The gloom shroom?
It's the gloom shroom. It doesn't seem like it, but this is the most busted plant in the game.
So yeah, this is the one I mentioned early on as like
speedrunners use this to get through shit.
It seems
it just
go on.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it seems to me like the fume shrooms, if I'm not mistaken, those are the ones that are like that blow a line of poison gas that damages multiple things, right? So, based on how I read this, this looks like it changes it to a circle, which I assume would decrease the range, but make it hit multiple rows.
It does, yes. It hits in a 3x3 area around it.
So, I seem to remember a strategy basically being like to plant a whole row of like these in the pool, and then basically any zombies in the rows above and below that are going to be constantly hit by all of these going off like rapidly because these things attack really quick.
You said a 3x3. Do you mean a 5x5?
No, I mean a 3x3.
Surely, if it's a 3x3, you'd want to plant it in the second row and then the second from the bottom, not in the pool.
I would think so as well.
Okay. Right, well, as soon as I can get that, I would like to try then. What do you mean pots?
Yeah, bullshit.
Harvey Flaxcaster.
Okay.
Put that in a row that doesn't have a zombie yet, I guess. Or that doesn't
use that to take care of the bucket head. That's a good use for that.
Oh, fuck.
What?
I didn't realize that it would
Quick.
despawn.
Is that the whole level?
No.
Okay.
Hmm. I'm assuming the green ones are guaranteed plants.
There.
So,
Oh.
This will help.
random bullshit, go. I have seen level.
I mean, I kind of like these. I like it when the game breaks from its usual pace to do some wacky shit like this. It's better when the wacky shit is good, like in the case of this. I think this is pretty good, and less in the case of Walnut Bowling, where I want to fucking
Birth
die.
rate? No. Yeah, birth rate is
Now we
completely
have a
fucked.
problem. Put it directly on. That's fine.
Okay, sure.
You can.
Alright, suppose now we just deal with Slowbee here.
Yeah.
So,
We just wait for Homeboy.
what's next?
Do you remember what other tropes there were? There was the auction. That
I mean,
I feel
the
like that
auction
one's-
is fucking great.
the auction
I
is
mainly
funnier
just remember...
after all the build-up of like this spirit cultivation shit, but
Yeah, all I really remember was what you said about how, like, they just keep, like, basically making the students into slaves, and then there's, like...
there's often a plot to, you know, if you have the teacher to harvest their stuff. But the power, like, they will establish, like, oh, you know, this teacher is powerful, and he's been, like, stealing students' souls to, like, eat them and become more powerful. But then the main character will just hear this through a crack in the door, and then just hit the guy in the head with an axe, and then that just kills him. And then just, he's like, I see, I can eat this guy's soul to become more powerful.
I also liked the one that you mentioned about, like, how everybody just has these fantastic abilities that are never explained.
Oh, yeah.
They can just do shit. But the female characters are always just, I can control water.
Or, like, I can control Earth. They just have, like, one element, and that's their entire thing. And all the side characters and the background characters, I don't know, but it'll be like, you know, here's my divine celestial demon dragon summoning technique. It's like, how do they do this? And they're like, well, they just do. You just learn how to do it, and then you just do it. You're just like, and you just do a thing. No magic system explained. What the fuck is this digger? Alright. Well, oh, I see. They're gonna dig underneath something, the first thing that shows up, and then try to go to, like, a spot behind the plants. So I will use this because it's new.
They will go all the way to the left end of a row and then walk right.
How does that help them? Oh, because they can destroy
most
the
of your
plants for other
plants-
stuff.
Yep. Most
Okay.
of your plants cannot attack backwards. There is only a very select few here that can.
Might want a panic button, just to kill the backwards zombies.
I mean, I have Split Pea for that.
Yeah. I'm imagining a situation where...
I'd like to do the thing the game is obviously trying to prompt me to do.
That's fine.
I believe one split pea in each row is enough to cover each row from digger zombies. For the
Yeah.
most part.
So 4 of them total, because they won't be in the water.
Yeah, they won't appear in the water.
Okay. Yeah, but all the minor background characters will have these fantastic abilities. But the main character's ability is always just they are very powerful. And that's the entire thing. And then so fuck the auctions. Again, like I'm this seems like a very specific thing, but apparently this is in every single one of these stories. There's
because
always
one did it and all the other ones copied it.
Yeah, there's always an auction. It's usually multiple chapters, and according to this like friend of mine, it's always like the best part of these stories because there's actually like stuff happening. Whereas in everything else, it's just kind of like people standing around and talking and being like, yes, I have done this," and fuck.
Yeah, okay, maybe 2 of those can get it, if you can get another one in quick. Okay.
Just about. How scary.
So I'm thinking a long-term strat for this one might be to, the way you've got it set up right now, the 5th column, which is currently just a regular mushroom, you can replace that with the split, the fume, and then the one left of that can be the split pea.
Okay.
What about the drizzle? Can we put that in a spot?
What was it like? The suspect was seen fleeing the scene with a t-shirt of what appears to be ants at a picnic. Whatever the hell it was.
I'll do the fusion stream down here as well. So you said that you want it here in this spot, and then split pea to the left of it.
I mean, I guess either way works. You already put the fume shroom to the left, so.
I should have moved this whole setup to the right. This level is probably fucked. I should probably start over, but I'll see how it goes.
Split peas can be anywhere and still function correctly.
What?
Put down some more sea shrooms.
We will need another puff shroom on the bottom.
I know.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or that.
What the fuck?
Yeah!
Oh god, okay. I don't have any recourse yet.
Get rid of the lantern. It's cheap.
I meant, like, I didn't have the sun to get this back yet, but...
Oh. Bottom row's got shit coming in. I guess it's a basic zombie. The 2 on the left can kill it.
Come on, one more bit of sun. I heard something in the water.
Yeah, that there is.
Honestly, I might just have to deal with the darkness. The fog. No, I'll... Oh, here you go.
They're cheap. You can always just plop one down and get a sieve. Like, look at what's going on, and then... I would probably not fill the leftmost column with another sun shroom in case a digger comes in. Yep, there's a digger.
Just stole these guys a little.
good.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
That's a star. Oh.
Look
Yeah.
at him.
The auctions are always like, you know, each of the different clans and sects and schools have brought their own, like, special, I'll just try this out then. Brought their own, like, you know, magical items and potions and artifacts and all this shit that is, you know, it's going up for auction and people can bid on it. And the stupid thing is, wait, yeah, I do have a digger. No shroom for the Jack in the Box.
The star shoots left, right?
It does.
Yeah, I believe these things shoot straight left, straight up and down, and then diagonally upright and down right.
Yep.
You can do some weird shit with these.
They too are a really, really good plant,
Okay.
but only when you have them in a large number.
How about something like this?
I would probably not recommend both starfruit and fume shrooms.
Okay.
I would say if you're going with
Perhaps a-
starfruit, that should probably be your only form of offense.
Perhaps a panic
Aside
button.
from the
then.
free ones. Panic button's a good idea.
Okay. So I'm actually thinking then, once you get your sun down, establishing these in the center of the pool might be
Okay.
the best starting place.
It's true, they'll be out of the way of danger, in theory.
Okay, so again, I'm trying to like see if I can remember much of the stupid shit to talk about. I remember the main thing with the auctions is just what is it? Like everybody has to bring in an item in order to bid on something,
Yes.
and like, do people bring in like fake shit?
Yeah,
Or-
there's lots of different storylines apparently for this one. You know, sometimes it's like, oh, one of the clans is planning to sell a fake item, or it's like, oh, you know, a bad actor here is trying to steal some of the items instead of going through the auction, and stuff like that. And so, and there'll be things where it's like, oh, you know, this character can tell, you know, which of these items is better than the others, and they'll prioritize those. And you know, there's like this game of like, oh, who's gonna get these items? And that's, you know, a bit more intrigue than what is usually presented. And,
I don't know if you need those back lily pads.
That's gonna be where my Starfree goes, no?
Well, I thought you want them in the middle.
It doesn't really matter.
I thought you were in the middle
Starfruit
two rows.
can go anywhere and be good. Another puff shroom will be needed at the top, I think.
Okay. So, like... And they always try to present these auction scenes as being, like, really exciting with all these bids going on, but there's no context for what any of the money is. So this character will just be like, I'm betting 360 jillion Bazango. And they're like, holy shit, he has that much Bazango? It's like, what is a Bazango? What is that? I don't know what that is. I have no context for how much money that is. And they'll use multiple different currencies, too. So you start to get a hang of one, and they're like, oh, but he's betting 500 quintillion... What was the one I said? It was like
I don't remember.
Bloogie or something.
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, he has Bloogie. And
I
then
was like,
someone will be
"Oh!"
like, someone will be like, I'm betting this gourd. And it's like, oh, that's the gourd of celestial spiritual power. You know, that's worth 1 billion Fango. And just, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
This sounded like a Rick and Morty bit.
Kind of did.
God. So, like... so that's the auctions.
Starfruit.
Another one in the here or?
I feel like middle of the
Fast as you
pool,
can,
but
more starfruit.
Okay,
They're deceptively powerful,
sure.
but you need a lot of them.
I'm now realizing there's nothing getting rid of the fog, but
Yeah, no, I
well.
noticed that.
Instead of replacing the sea shrooms, you could maybe start doing the back, like, basically column 4 of the puff shrooms with more starfruit.
Column 4?
Yeah,
Why not
like
column
next
3?
to where you have the. I'm just saying, like on the ground,
Oh, I see.
just to be able to, you're trying to hit stuff from diagonals from.
Sorry,
as many
first I thought
angles
you
as
meant row
possible.
4, and then I'm like, oh, you don't necessarily mean row 4, you mean column 4, but I was still looking at 4, basically. Can't tell if I ever... Put this here just in case. And then... Here's the problem, is I can't tell what I have here. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll dig this up and put this here.
More starfruit.
Yes. Okay, here's my favorite part, is the pills. One of the things he mentioned as, like, a means of cultivating your spiritual powers, he's like, sometimes they'll turn things or they'll turn people into pills and then eat them. And I'm like, what do you mean pills? Because I've been imagining this as, like, medieval
Keep
China.
the starfruit coming.
I'm like, I've been
Bottom
imagining
up.
this as medieval China. I'm like, what do you mean pills? Like,
And,
on
I guess just
pills
start
made of
throwing them in the
plastic?
pool too.
The starfruit?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm like, what do you mean pills? Wouldn't those have, like, plastic in them? How does that work? He's like, well, they call them pills, but they're more like black orbs. And I just lost my shit. I'm like, what do you mean black orbs? What, huh? He's like, yeah, I don't know. That's just a thing. Sometimes it's like, some villain will start going around killing and defeating people, and then turning them into quote-unquote pills, which are actually black orbs, and eating them. Adding on to the thing about there being no, like, actual combat, I was also told that everybody carries swords with them. There's lots of swords in these stories, but not for combat. No, they are vehicles. You fly on them. You stand on the blade of the sword and fly around on them. Apparently, all of the stories just have this. It's just a trope. I don't know why. And this shit just every little tidbit he told me just continues to get more and more ridiculous and add on to itself.
Keep starfruit coming. Might as well.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, fuck. I'm sure there's stuff I'm forgetting.
Starfruit.
I like how basically this round is just. Are you doing well? Who knows? Nothing is visible. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you are because nothing's getting through.
Mm-hmm. There's supposed to be a digger, and I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, not yet. I'm sure they'll be showing up.
Maybe I accidentally blew one up.
I don't know if you can.
More stars. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
You've got sea shrooms there you can replace with starfruit
Yeah, I guess so.
or walnuts.
Walmart.
Starfruit.
So, from my perspective at least, I have to mention that I was getting this information like a lot more. It was a lot more focused because there wasn't the distraction of this. But I was hearing all this and I thought it sounded pretty ridiculous. But it wasn't until I saw the video that really
Okay,
sold it.
yes. So he mentioned at one point that he played a game that was in Chinese, called like it was some kind of cultivation simulator, and I'm like, really? And the way he described this game to me, I could tell you, but the thing is that most of it is I looked it up and I found a video because he mentioned that
It's so fucking good.
He used some kind of guide to like determine what to do in this game.
Oh, I forgot about this thing.
Oh boy. Pogo zombie. So you just like slip this over something else?
Yep.
This is a walnut that you can plant something else inside of.
PSP. It's like a nut you can play with outside.
You can do it in either order?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's very good.
We are at an hour. I'd like to take a brief look at the puzzle mode and then probably call it a video.
Sure.
But I'll try to wrap up the like train of thought here. Basically, that so a game of this exists, or at least I assume multiple games of this exist. But we also kind of realized during the explanation of all this shit that like this entire genre just is the mobile game, like, you can't stop me because I have 100 million power.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
I made this
this as a fucking series.
Mm-hmm.
Like... And so, yeah, we found the video of this fucking ridiculous game. It's a half-hour long, and it is just back-to-back, non-stop, just ridiculousness being presented with no exaggeration, just showing it what's happening in the game and just explaining it, and it's fucking amazing. And I need to show you this video, and I assume we can just link it in the description. Like,
why does it whoa, what? Hang on, I'm restarting this. What do you mean it's left facing?
I mean, I guess in a level like this it could be useful.
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting it.
Yeah, I think the part that you described to me about the game before we watched the video was the fact that
you have to know feng shui.
Yeah, you have to know how feng shui works because it is vitally important, and I don't think the game really explains it.
No.
And so it's like, you know, you set up this house for your person.
Oh,
and,
well,
you know,
I'm just fucked.
Then you.
Yeah, I think you are.
Oh wait, no, this is the bottom one. I might get him in time.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah, so, you know, you set up the house for your player, and then it's just like overnight, oh, well, they died of, you know...
being too cold.
They died of overheating because you put the bed against the south wall, which aspected it to fire. And so it you know, it made the room 500 degrees and he died. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the thing that he told me was he was like, you know, the room is too cold, so place the bed somewhere else. So he does, and he's like, oh, well, that's the aspect of water which brings cold, so now the room is even worse. He's like, okay, I put a fire pit in the middle, and it's like, yeah, but you placed the fire pit in, like, the wrong place, and now it's all out of balance, so that it's actually, the room is actually even colder now that you put this fire in it. And it's like, what the fuck is any of this? What are you talking about?
Very good question.
God damn it. Yeah, the second row. Okay, no, second row is going to continue to be a problem. Actually, I think you might have already lost.
So why didn't the Hypno Shroom work on him?
Because it hit one of the backup dancers that he spawned.
What are you supposed to do if it doesn't give you the means of dealing with it?
Plant the Hypno Shroom directly on him.
I didn't know you could do that.
How do you like, just randomly dying in the middle of the night because it suddenly became too cold because one of your walls gained sentience and left?
No. We can't spoil the video. Come on.
I mean, that was just one
fuck?
part for
Okay, so if he just spawns before you have the means of dealing with him, you're just fucked. Good game design.
I mean, no.
I was fucked
Might
as soon
have
as he
been fine
spawned
there.
there.
No, you might have been fine.
I don't see how.
You have pots you could be clicking on.
Yeah, but
You're
they
not
might have spawned
dead
more
as
of
soon
him.
Maybe, but more likely you'll find the Hypnoshroom that you know exists and is somewhere.
I feel like it might be good to just go row by row, because it's like, if row number 1 gives you 2 zombies and 4 plants, it's like, okay, I can kill them with this one plant and use the others to bolster the other rows, and then kind of just go through it methodically.
Load explosion.
Ugh.
You can also squash him. That's a good one.
Okay, Hypno on that guy, and then, yeah.
That's probably fine. Okay. But yeah, so I was already having a good time with the ridiculousness of the things that he was telling me, and then I relayed it to Josh, and he was just fucking dying, finding this shit hilarious. And then I looked into the video, I watched the first, 3 minutes, I'm like, this is really funny, we should watch this together, and then it got even funnier, so, we need to watch this.
Yeah. I didn't see anything else on it other than, I just Googled, Chinese cultivation manga just to see what would come up, and I found, a Reddit thread of people just, basically being like, does anyone have any good ones to recommend me that have, this archetype in it? And I saw this one person who's complaining, this story sucks ass because this character hasn't killed any females. I feel like, with the current writers, a woman could kill his entire family and he wouldn't even do anything about it. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, I get it. Okay.
This is an interesting mode. Tests
Yeah.
your knowledge of the function of the plants.
Yeah, I get that.
It's quite the opposite of Vase Breaker, where this is very much more... You probably want to pick up all this sun as quick as you can. Sun does disappear after
I know. Oh. Oh, I see. So you want to try to, place double zombies for stuff like this as well, so the one's blocking the other.
Except now the squash is going to kill them both, probably.
Oh, I didn't know how that worked. Oof.
Bucket head will clear the bottom row.
Okay.
At this point, I'm pretty, you got it.
Gotcha.
You can lose now.
Yeah. Yeah, waiting. So, yeah, I apologize, because I realized that the broken up nature of me attempting to explain all of this did not lend itself well to the humor of it, constantly getting interrupted.
Yeah, it does sound...
When I heard it from the
though.
guy, I'm like, this is the funniest shit I've ever heard. I need to tell this to Josh and Joel. They're gonna find it hilarious. And I was pleasantly surprised to find Josh very amused by it, and now I feel like I've ruined it for you, Joel.
Maybe? I don't know. The problem is, it's just kind of like absurdist humor with no context. Like, I kind of feel like,
Yeah, I feel like if you
whole
watch the
story
video
was
about
just
this,
something insane exists, and I'm like, okay. I don't
More
really
or less,
have, like,
but
an
yeah.
aim for it. Which has been compounded with the fact that, like, it's causing distraction and is, like, difficult to balance with what we're working on. So it's like,
Yeah.
it was an unfortunate. I think this was like the worst time to talk about this.
I wanted it to be on video because I thought the audience might like it as well, but yeah.
I mean, maybe I could just be a curmudgeon-y asshole.
no, it's.
doesn't
I
have to
feel
be-
like the thing is, I don't know what to do with this information now that I have it. Other than
Mhm.
like, I'm not gonna fucking read these stories to fully. I'm not gonna dedicate myself to spending years reading this thing and being like, oh man, this is so shitty. But I still enjoy just learning how fucking dumb it is, and I think that the one showing off the game is like really funny, and we should probably watch that.
I'm surprised that Charlie does invest in this so much. Knowing
It
how,
wasn't
like,
Charlie,
much
though.
Time it's taken, and
That's the thing.
Oh.
Charlie was not the one that read this. This was the other school friend that invited us that I don't really talk to all that
Either
often.
way, I'm surprised anyone would look at this and go, "Yeah, it's basically incomprehensible nonsense," and then just go through it all anyway.
From what the guy told me, this was like there was like a little bit of a subculture for it, where like he would be reading this on these online sites, where people had and often the translation is horrible apparently, and stuff just won't make any sense. He tells me all the fucking characters are the same. They're all these smarmy douchebags.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing is you told me that every character is like fucking identical looking, and so
Yes,
there was a part where like a story changed to focus on somebody else, and he didn't realize it for like 20 chapters.
Because the other character looked fucking identical to the original guy.
Good.
And
I think row 4 is has no way of defending against the digger.
Yep.
Because I think the potatoes blow him up. Oh, I guess row 2 also, but yeah.
But yeah, so and the protagonists are always like these completely unlikable assholes that just he told me, they always like assemble a harem, which that's a thing in like Japanese manga too, and stuff like that, but he said just here, it's always the same, and they'll be like, oh, here's my childhood friend who I've loved for my whole life, and then he just picks up like 10 other girls. It's like, I don't know. I think I need to just...
Yeah.
I would.
I feel like I can dig a...
No, it'll blow...
Backwards?
It'll... Because the potato
Pick up
goes
that sun.
underground.
Pick up the sun.
Pick
Pick up the sun!
Okay, sorry. Now I can send a digger this way.
The other problem is that these digger zombies are not actually eating the brains at the end of the lines, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
still
will
have
need to
send,
have 250 sun at the end.
Oh, yeah, at most.
I think a bucket can probably take down the bottom row on its own. If it eats the torchwood quick enough, then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you get a bunch of sun out of it.
Just a bucket in row 3, I guess.
Yeah. That's really good. Alright.
My first hand would totally be a bucket. That way I'd, always have a bucket if you need one for, like, dumping oatmeal on stuff.
I guess that's probably that then, for this video. once again, apologies, you know, for the disconnected nature of that. And I also anticipate there's a non-zero probability that there's somebody in my comments who actually reads these and enjoys them and, you know, is upset that I was shitting on them. I will say, I have not attempted to read any of them. For all I know, there might be some good ones. That's the other thing, is the dude told me he has read a couple good ones, but they always get cancelled like 20 chapters in, and all the really long-running ones are the samey shitty ones. So, I don't know, make of that what you will.
You never know. It could be that China is experiencing a modern renaissance.
Of shitty manga, yeah. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
There's tons of shitty Japanese manga too, but it's so very odd to me that apparently, you know, this is the hot thing, and it seems like everything about it is complete ass, just on the face of it. Like, you could probably do, a story in this style that, you know, actually is kind of interesting if it's all about, like, just different ways of, like, trying to seek strength or something. I don't know. As it was described to me, it sounds like a bunch of stupid nonsense. And I do highly recommend looking up that video. If you look up, like, Chinese cultivation simulator game, you're gonna find the video. Or I can
just
link
put it in the
maybe.
description now.
Yeah. A little bit crass with the humor, but yeah, whatever. You guys can handle us, you can handle that. I'll be done with this now. That was awkwardly phrased. Goodbye.